everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not even like it. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it unless I decide to do something about it. It's not even a case. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watch from afar. There is nowhere to go back and nowhere to go. It's all delusional. Without me,
Hey, we're type tubing today because I couldn't find my my work outfit, and stream time was coming really, really close. So my room's a mess right now with like clothes all over the floor. So yeah, we type tubing. But yeah, so I'm doing this stream because there was a very, very big reveal. By the way, hi Marcus, hi Alpaca, hi Alan Wrench. Yeah. Hi everyone. Oh man. But yeah, we're doing Guilty Gear. because Guilty Gear is a very important game to me, for reasons that we'll get into. But first, for anyone who didn't catch it, anyone who's currently in chat that might be confused as to why there's a big old pastel-colored flag on there, I have a short video for you to watch.
Not going to share those smacks.
Sorry.
Get your predictions in.
Find out at 1,001 follow.
Oh, good job.
So, we're gonna be doing a Guilty Gear stream tomorrow where I'll talk more about it.
That's congratulations on all notes and 100% serious.
I figured this would be the best way to do it. Because now everyone is distracted.
You know what? Yeah. In fact, I didn't even read. I was slapped by Gangle.
You know. Fucking.
But yeah, so that was it. that was the big thing. It's a long time coming, but I'm a girl. So you'll notice that there's a new Shark Champ redeem. I'm testing it out. 20,000 shark coins, and you can choose between the deep voice or girl mode. Thank you so much, Fuzzy. Yeah, congratulations on gender. Where do I begin? I'm gonna turn Guilty Gear on. Oh, also, I forgot to press this when it happened, but there we go. There's my congratulations. All right. But yeah, so you probably have questions. I have answers. Let's get into it. I have a journal. I can't show it on screen because I'm VTubing right now, but I've been journaling for the past week about just what this journey has been like. Oh god, and Guilty Gear is freaking out too. It's sensed that something's changed since I last booted this up. The real question wasn't if you're a furry. It's if you're a girl. Exactly. Maybe update the follower thing from Is Carson to... Oh, yeah. Didn't even think about that. Hold on. I spent, like, most of the morning updating stuff, but I completely forgot about the follower goal. Give me one sec. Where would it be under? That's a good question, isn't it? Community activity? No? Where's the follower? Let's look for this. Follower goal Twitch. It's probably under community, isn't it? No. Not there. Settings, maybe? Stream? Nope. Let's see. Community goals. Oh, I literally just have to go here. Come on. Where are you? There we go. Manage goals. Follower goal. Not gonna... Okay. It's not gonna update it, so I have to make a new one. There we go. Which means if I go like this... follower goal widget. There we go. We good. Okay, we're back. All right, I'm gonna catch up on chat. I bet there's a lot of stuff you have to edit. Yeah, I thought so when I found your channel, to be honest. So I'll back a clocked it right away. I also found somebody 5 years ago during the arena interview for Dingo Doodles. They all know, by the way. I sent them the clip, and I'm like, hey, sorry, I couldn't invite you. Everyone's busy right now, and I literally decided the night before, but yeah, somebody 5 years ago noticed that the arena interview was uploaded on Trans Day of Visibility in 2020 and asked if I was trans. So I left them a comment saying like, hey, 5 years late, but you called it. Hey, Pepper Shaker. This caught me off guard, but also something not shocking in the least, to be honest, if you're comfortable with me. One of the things I was talking to Chewy about is like, you know, how many people called it? How many of you had an inkling? My main question is, everything going okay? Like, how are you feeling? Mostly support from your inner circles, I hope. Okay, so talking to chat, it sounds like I know where I want to start with this story. And I'm going to start by starting arcade mode.
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
We're gonna play you know who. Arena's played by a guy. That doesn't seem right. It's definitely something I thought. That's what a lot of people thought. But yeah. So I'm gonna start the story at
Mankind knew that
like
they
the end
cannot
of
change
April.
society. So instead of
Essentially,
reflecting on
every few years. God, that's loud. I'm gonna turn the game down. There we go. Every few years, since I want to say 2016, at the very least that I've noticed, there's more to this. I have questioned my gender, and being from Alberta, the combined Texas and Florida of Canada, I basically rationalize every single time, like, you know, I portray my masculinity in a different way. Fucking communist says that girls can be masculine too, I can't be feminine. I don't want to perpetuate stereotypes, stuff like that. Basically, me just rationalizing, everything's normal. And this time around was different. Ow. This time around, I think it was February that I started questioning stuff. Like, right after I came back from Dingo and Felix's wedding. Game is way too loud? Okay, hold on.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Is that better?
wins.
There we go.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Much better? Okay, good. I'll restart my story. Okay, so yeah, being from Alberta, Canada, I didn't have the tools necessary to really process these things. So I basically rationalized any way that I could that, you know, I'm a cis guy, even though I might portray it differently. And you know, that went well for me for a while. I was fine. I wasn't great. I wasn't bad. I was fine. I was fine all the time. Nothing bothered me. I had a very big disconnect, whether something was happy or sad. You know, feelings didn't hit enough. In general, period. It sucked. But like in a, I'm comfortable with everything not being great kind of way. Anyways, I digress. This time around, when I got back from Dingo and Felix's wedding, I realized, oh shit, I know trans people now. Maybe instead of just processing this by myself, I'll have a chat with someone about it. I then got diagnosed with depression. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, well, fuck, there's my answer. Let's fucking go, I'm just depressed. So then I got on depression medication, and about a month or so later, at the very end of April, they started kicking in. And then I realized something. Ah, thank you, Aaron. Yeah, my depression meds started kicking in, and because of that,
Ready to give up yet?
here,
That's all for today.
we'll let this cutscene play.
You're a tough cookie. You see any other UMAs, you let me know, little lady.
I'm a boy.
That right? Sorry about that, Hoss.
Gold Lewis, best ally, by the way. But yeah, so once the antidepressant meds started kicking in, I started thinking a bit clearer. And I started looking at some of the signs, and I'm like, okay, well,
Mankind
maybe
knew that they cannot change society.
I'm not comfortable with my gender identity. And I didn't know how to do that by myself, especially like now that I had that much clarity. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't just the depression. So I went on Chewy's stream, and I basically dropped the, hey, so I'm going through some things right now. Here's what I went through. And essentially it was, one of my coworkers, the first time they met me asked if I was trans, back in like 2023. And I was, like, nah, I already explored it. This is something that I've come to terms with. I'm not, I just, am me. And via, like, early May, like, I want to say the 1st or the 2nd, he was like, are you sure you're not trans? I'm like, I might be, like, gender fluid, or something like that. Honestly, I'm thinking about it right now. And that very same day, I went to the grocery store, and I was wearing my mask because I was sick, and I got "excuse me, ma'am." And normally when I was misgendered back in Edmonton, literally misgendered, I was like, oh, whatever. I'm not gonna correct them. I'm just gonna go with it. This time around, I was like, oh fuck, that hits different. I got flustered. I got butterflies in my stomach. What the fuck does this mean? So that's why I went to Chewy. And Chewy basically guided me through all these feelings that I had and trying to explore, like, signs that I might not be comfortable with my gender. And, I've got a few selections. Seeing myself in the Makise Kurisu outfit. Remember when we were playing Steins Gate? And I ordered the Kurisu cardigan, and it came with the rest of the costume? I wore it, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and the first thing that I thought was, man, if this, and this were different, I could absolutely fucking rock this. So that was one. The way that my posture isn't traditionally masculine. My aversion to short hair, which we'll get to. I have a theory about short hair, Carson. Let's see. Working through my abandonment issues with a female D&D character was another one. Working through my identity and self-worth issues with a male D&D character was one. That was a male D&D character that was also a shapeshifter. Making and wearing dresses in Animal Crossing during COVID. Asking what my mom would have named me if I were a girl. Which is the one that I'm using right now. Ah, shit. Is the camera frozen? Oh, I think the camera's frozen. Give me 1 sec. Type Carson! I gotta save you, buddy! I think my phone just turned off. There we go. We back! Okay. But yeah, literally just change one letter. Nobody can dead name me. It literally sounds like it. You can only do it in writing, and I believe that's libel, not slander. voice feminization lessons under the guise of voice acting. That was Alan, thank you. That was a big one. Like, just being able to slip into this voice, even. And then place it in the back, and like knowing how to navigate a, you know, femme voice type was something that that might have been a sign, especially because I can do it so easily. But the big one was a repressed memory from junior high. Good old teenage Carson. So I had the everything is the same but I'm a girl dream, right? I wouldn't say that everyone knows the one, because I've been told that cis people don't have that dream usually. But I did. And I woke up feeling like, huh, I'm alright with that. A little bit later, I don't remember if it was a couple of days or the same day, I went to go have a shower, and I was about to brush my teeth, and I was out of toothpaste. So I went into the medicine cabinet, and I noticed my mom was taking estradiol for, I think it was menopause. And I'm like, you know, that has estrogen, and that's the girl thing. So I used a pump. And I freaked out, and I washed it off in the shower and went about my day. But a couple of times after that, I tried it again. And every time I had that butterfly feeling in my stomach. And I had no way to understand my feelings then, because it was the 2000s in a conservative province, and I had absolutely no resources to talk to queer people. So I was like, okay, well, you know, the ball's gone, experiment over, let's move on with my life. But everything was kind of a gray haze since then. As in, like, I retreated into myself. That was the Carson wears baggy hoodies period of my life. Then it was over. Wrong. My trans GF also went with the name she would have been born as a girl. That's so interesting. Yeah, well, you know, I have a really good relationship with my parents, and I want to honor that in some way.
Cannot change society.
The other one that I was gonna go with was Celeste, because that's the name of the cute owl from Animal Crossing. Loud and correct buzzer, yeah.
At reception.
Faust is probably not the doctor you want for that particular surgery. You know what? Guilty Gear Xrd Faust would be a great ally. This Faust, maybe not.
Duel 1.
But yeah, so ever since then, every few years, I started questioning my gender identity and doing that thing. There was one time in high school, I started doing, like, gender identity tests online, and they were a lot different in, like, the early 2010s. There wasn't, like, those quotive ones, where someone's like, what gender do you feel like? Male, female, non-binary, and then that's your answer. No, it was like, it felt like it was well-researched, and it came up with either demigirl or full-out trans, with trans being, I want to say, 70%. And I was like, okay, well, this is a silly online quiz. Whatever. A few years later. Thank you so much. There we go. Mortis Rigger 3 for hanging out with us. But yeah, but yeah, every few years I would go through it, I'd rationalize it, and as I was explaining this to Chewy was like, hey, I think it was Chewy that said it. I could have been talking to someone else. Chewy has been my main contact for knowing how to navigate all of this. Oh, that was a bit too far away. But yeah, someone told me that cis people don't question their gender identity every few years. They just are cis and leave it at that. You know, they might have the one, what if, but they have the one, what if. Just noticed the notification. What did I miss? I'll play it back again for Kolnick.
Sorry.
Give me one
no
sec.
installment plan. Pay up, please.
Bridget wins.
Here, Kolnick. There we go.
Can't believe Ara's not going to share those max.
Sorry.
Get your predictions in.
Find out at 1,001 follow.
I'm also gonna say it, I'm fucking iconic for doing it this way.
Oh, good job.
So, we're gonna be doing a Guilty Gear stream tomorrow where I'll talk more about it.
That's congratulations on all notes and 100% serious.
I figured this would be the best way to do it. Because now everyone is distracted.
You know what? Yeah. In fact, I didn't even read. I was slapped by Gangle.
But yeah, sorry, so that's that's that. That's that portion. Here. Just need to navigate back here to the game. But yeah, where was I? I was saying something. And I think that something was, yeah, so cis people don't have to question their gender every few years. They just know that they're cis. And yeah, I look back on all these signs and I'm like, okay, fuck. I think this is it. And as I started journaling, I was able to process those feelings and like go through them with Chewy.
Sorry.
But what really made me want to go forward with this, because I was comfortable just like exploring things for a little bit. But I read up about how dysphoria can manifest as a sort of emotional numbness. And I've noticed that in my acting, that I don't have full access to my emotional toolbox, because I just operate on being fine. Sorry, I am garbage at fighting against Bedman. There we go. I also don't main Bridget, so I don't even know her whole moveset. There we go. There we go. I think we're good now. Nope. No, I gotta get a couple more hits in. There we go. Getting your ass kicked by a bed, exactly. But yeah, so I was reading up on that, and essentially everything that I read summed up my problems that I had with my life. I didn't have access to my full emotional spectrum. I felt like I was fine, but I also didn't care about my body. You know, there were some days where I stuffed my face. There were some days where all I'd have to eat was like 3 saltine crackers. I drank tons of coffee just to get through the day. I couldn't sleep properly, and then when I did sleep, I slept in as much as I could, which, you know, is consistent with depression and anxiety, so, you know, there's that. But I'm also on medication for that, so if it's persisting, that might be a bigger deal. And then I saw one of my headshots, because I had an audition that day, and I had posted some in my private, like, notes channel in the Space Shark Discord server.
Wins.
And I had my first big hit of dysphoria. Like, it felt like all the color drained from my body, and this feeling in the pit of my stomach made me want to throw up. I started tearing up. and this was at work. And my manager was busy writing reports, so I excused myself and went into another room to kind of come down. I read this comic by Joan Metz over on Twitter called Funny Animal. Give me one sec. I'll post it.
Already read.
I'll post it in chat.
Would you like some extra bloodshed to go with your beating?
There we go. And that actually helped ground me a lot.
Versus Chaos.
It was
Duel 1.
I specifically reached out to her in order to thank her for having this, because it kind of helped me through my first big experience with dysphoria. So at that point, I decided I didn't want to ever feel like that again, and I needed to start taking steps in order to, affirm my gender. So I made a list. I made a list of, people that I was going to go come out to, in what order, in order to be able to process this at my own speed. First one was Chewy, but then also my coworker who fucking called it day one that they met me. Literally frame one.
Better help.
The second group was my roommate and some streamers that weren't directly connected to my friend group. People like Zarin Scribbles and Lunar Bunny. They knew second. And my roommate and Zarin and Kiko were all incredibly supportive. They really, really helped me out. Zarin, especially, having to fight Sephiroth while also messaging me, hey, what's your name and pronouns?
No photos, please.
An absolute madman, that Zarin Scribbles. And then the last one of Phase 1, because essentially this was, I'm socially transitioning online, was doing it on stream. Now, I am planned on doing this for quite some time. I was gonna wait until I had an appointment with an endocrinologist and started popping the Feminems, the breast mints, if you will, the tit tacs. But then, I decided to rip the Band-Aid off. I told Chewy, like, okay, you know what? I have a Jackbox stream with the Patreon supporters coming up.
Versus Ramlethal.
I'm just gonna do it on Jackbox. There's a Truth and a Lie section on Fibbage. So I had that planned for the entire stream. We were gonna play Mario Kart, then we were going to do Jackbox, and then I was going to make sure that Fibbage was the last game, so that I wouldn't have to explain myself for the rest of the stream. Because I kind of figured, like, everything would be really weird after that. Not necessarily, like, in tone, but very much like that would dominate the vibe. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do it at the end so that we process this and then I can talk about it on Guilty Gear. And that's sort of, that's how we ended up here. This morning, I sent the clip to Dingo, Felix, Avery, Puddles, and John, Gorton, Julian's players, and started changing some stuff around online. I'm gonna change my Blue Sky profile after this stream, but anything that can directly impact my, meat space life is gonna stay he/him for now. So not my agent, not my parents, not my coworkers. My Facebook and Instagram aren't going to be changing for a while. That one I'm saving firmly until my bod starts changing. There we go. But yeah, here, I'm just going to catch up with chat. I do remember a watch party a while back when someone was talking about eggs and being like, you can never tell someone when you notice it. You just immediately knew why they said that around you. Which was odd, that the whole thing caught me by surprise. That's fair. Just impressed anyone playing fighting games because I'm trash at them. I go on Ultra Instinct mode. If I'm talking about something else, I'm really good at fighting games. If I'm focusing on fighting games, I'm trash at fighting games. That's why I had such a problem with Bedman. What about my manager? He doesn't know. My manager didn't go through that with me. I was on my phone going through it. So, oh, you should stick around for Fibbage. Definitely, it helps people get to know each other. Carson to the dumbfounded Alan who had to go to sleep before that. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, well, if you want to go for it, you're gonna miss out on something big. This is just the Bridget story mode. So is Carson the name that you go by? Yeah, but swap the O with a Y.
Would you like some extra
Essentially, when
bloodshed to
I
get
was
your
questioning myself a while back, I asked my mom, like, hey, if I was a girl, what would you call me? And she was like, oh, well, you know, we really like the name Carson. So if you were a girl, we just swap the O with a Y. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes things easy. Yeah, no, it's... I feel like I cheated. Carson is, like, the one that I'm going for right now. I doubt I'll change it. If I do, it's probably going to be something like Celeste, because that was the cute animal from owl from Animal Crossing. Plus, you know, Carson Cross is such a great actor name, too. And literally just having to switch one letter makes it so much easier to change on my my agency forms when I go to do that. And my ID and, like, everything else. But yeah, going back to something that I talked about earlier, my theory for short hair Carson being a piece of shit. So, I was really reserved and drawn into myself in middle school when this whole thing first started. And my mom noticed it, and my mom was like, hey, you gotta start being a bit more aloof in high school. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. So then I started acting like shitty Dante from Devil May Cry. Like fucking Timu Dante. I would speak in a voice like this.
Sorry, no installment.
You know?
plan.
I would say like, hey kids, what's up? Fucking short hair Carson sucked. And short hair Carson, I think, was my way of projecting toxic masculinity in order to cover for my insecurities about my gender. So... Dante would have been an ally. Timu Dante? Quoting that in my mental quotes page? Absolutely. Go for it.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the
Ah, this one's Kai. Kai, the ally,
Good to
by
see
the way.
You haven't changed a bit.
Yes, long time no see. Did you cut your hair?
Bridget versus Kai.
Come on, let me show you how far I've come.
I suppose a quick spar wouldn't hurt.
Come on, kid. I can't watch you hurt yourself.
Pig, I'm not a kid, okay?
Duel 1.
Alkai? Exactly. Come on, Roger. But yeah, so what did you say the plan was going forward with work and socials? So any, so Blue Sky for sure is gonna be changing. I'm gonna swap out Carson Cross to Carson Cross. I know, big change. But also swap my pronouns to cheaper for the trans flag in there. Instagram won't be changing. Facebook won't be changing. Essentially anything that could affect my ability to exist in meat space right now until I start on hormones will be still he, him. Expect more comments like girl because it's supporter rank time? Aw. Anything Carson eats is now girl dinner. Hold on. Oh, that's right, I'm not in voice chat. Okay, well. But yeah, so Blue Sky's gonna change. I've already changed certain server profiles. I can't play the girl dinners. You know what? Just for you, Aaron. Give me one sec. There you go. You're welcome. Oh, hey. Funny thing, actually, we were at 912 before the stream started. We're at 911 now. Because they're weak. Hey, 300 IQ per hour. It takes more courage than ever to do this right now. We're gonna get through this. Thank you so much. Honestly, I count myself so incredibly lucky that I have you all. You're all so incredibly supportive. Just like Kai and Gold Lewis will be.
It's true you've grown stronger, yes. But also more hesitant. Is something troubling you?
Troubling me? No. Well, not exactly. I'm happy, but I don't know if I'm really happy.
Happiness is difficult to define. However, if you have doubts, then perhaps it's time you take a new step.
A new step?
Look at yourself from another angle.
Okay.
I'll think about it. About my happiness. And my future. Thank you so much. Both of you.
Okay, so I fucked it up and I got the wrong ending.
Game over.
I gotta try that again. It's alright. I slotted this for a 2-hour stream.
Arcade.
I haven't played Guilty Gear in forever.
To enter prison.
But yeah, does that sound from something? Never heard it before. It's Girl Dinner. Absolutely supportive, but if you need me to, I can also be your number one. But yeah, I guess this is the Q&A portion. So if anyone in the audience does have questions for me, I am happy to answer. While we try to get the ending that I wanted to play in Guilty Gear Strive. Essentially, I think I have to not lose against Gold Lewis for even one match. No, 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 no! Okay, we fine. Weaponized TV static.
Wins.
Your gender is like LaCroix. It's like a hint of gender. But also it has like every single flavor. You can be White Peach one day and Sakura Cherry Blossom the other. You put me in the vicinity of a woman? Okay, that makes sense. Which friends don't know yet? That's a good question. One that I'm going to have to answer in a sec after I kick Gold Lewis's ass. Whiffing that grab was a big mistake. Because now Gold Lewis is going to get that hit in. So now I have maybe one hit in me. I did it. Okay, which friends don't know yet? Also, might write this to Discord, but well before the announcement. Whenever you did that narrator voice, you'd think Carson. It was never the right time, but yes.
It's a long story.
Which friends don't know yet? I guess, like, my acting group friends. Games Echoey. Oh, that's probably because my headphones are on. There we go.
Mankind knew
Dried
they
fruit
cannot change
farts.
society. So instead of reflecting on
There we go.
themselves, they blame
But yeah, I wrote a scenario that I'm going to do. Basically, it's a monologue about. Well, I could probably just do it for you guys. Give me one sec. I have the monologue right here that I wrote that I'm performing for my my acting group. There we go. I found out recently that I don't actually like bananas. I can't stand them. But apparently a majority of the population does like them. There are a few of us banana haters out there, but we're definitely not a major group of people or anything. I mean, I liked them as a kid, but at a certain point I just ate them because that's the default. Now, I couldn't imagine being forced to eat bananas every day of my life. And yet, blindly, every day for years, I've been doing it. Convinced myself that maybe I just enjoy bananas in a different way from other people. And that'd be it for a few years until I started thinking I didn't like bananas again. So I check in on myself and reinforce the fact that I'm a banana enjoyer. I'd write down a list. I actually have one of them right here. There we go. Signs I like bananas. Number 1, I eat them all the time. Number 2, they're good for me. 3, most of my friends like bananas. And 4, it'd be weird if I was the only one in my family who didn't like bananas. Signs I don't like bananas. 1, I have to mix in a bit of honeydew in order to eat them. And 2... Oh, whoops, that paper's a bit too crumbled to read that second one, but hey, double the signs, I actually like bananas. Boom, problem solved. Thanks, scientific process. Earlier this week, I started questioning whether I like bananas again. But this time was different. Since last time, I've made some friends who don't like bananas. So I talked to one of them about it. And they told me that people who like bananas don't have to check in with themselves every few years to make sure they still like bananas, and they just eat bananas and go on with their lives eating bananas. They asked me if I ever thought about eating honeydew all the time just like them, since I obviously prefer it. I mean, I have a few friends who have told me they like honeydew, and I was a shoulder for them to cry on as they changed their diet. I just never considered that it'd be, you know, me. They said that they'd be there if I ever wanted to change my own diet. Okay, same day, I was grabbing a smoothie, and they gave me a honeydew one instead of banana. And normally, I'd return it. It's happened before. A lot. To me. But this time I decided to just drink it. And just to confirm, I asked a friend to bring some honeydew over when we played video games that night. And you know what? They really liked it. They were confused, but happy I liked it. The next day I tried going back to bananas again, but something was wrong. It tasted fine before. Not great, but fine. This time, fuck. It was nasty. I almost threw up a little in my mouth. That made me remember, back in middle school when I was curious about trying honeydew, and tried it for the first time. I loved it. But I knew it was wrong. I was fed bananas my entire 13-year existence, so I went back to eating them. But eating bananas just never tasted the same since then. Not when I had a taste of honeydew. I think I'm gonna try and take my friend up on their offer and find a grocery store that sells honeydew. It's gonna be hard. My friends and family are probably gonna keep offering me bananas when I come over, and I'll endure them. If just to keep up appearances. And I can't wait for the day when I never have to eat a banana again. There we go. That was the scene that I wrote for my acting class. Well, not class. It's actually more of a think tank, a group where we try to make stuff. And I omitted some information when I told them about the process. I basically said, I'm I decided to research a topic in depth and actually talk to people with lived experience and write something based on that. And my teacher said it was probably the best thing that he's ever heard from me. And that I should work on it more and film it as a demo reel project. Sorry, I gotta calibrate. Why is my model floating away from me? There we go. Should be a bit more accurate now. But yeah. So I basically told them, yeah, I did a lot of research, talked to people with lived experience, and wanted to write something that did justice to it. So that's all they think it is. I'm sure a couple of people have an idea. It's hard not to with symbolism that prevalent. But when I'm a bit more confident, I'm gonna reveal that it was actually just, you know, me. Sounded great for real. Thank you. Out of curiosity, outside of the allegory, do you like bananas? I fucking hate bananas. I want to do my least favorite fruit and my favorite fruit. So my least favorite fruit is bananas. My most favorite fruit is honeydew melon. I hope when or if it happens, it all goes well. Oh, absolutely it'll happen. Honestly, like, this is something that I'm going to be sending my agent as demo reel material, and then asking her if she has time for a Zoom meeting to discuss things. Because my acting career, once I start HRT, is going to be drastically different in, like, a year from when I start. Essentially, I wanna let my agent know, like, hey, you know, I'm comfortable with playing masculine roles as long as my, like, visually I fit the type. Once things start changing, you know, there'll be a small period where I can just wear baggier clothes or whatever. But, you know, I've been playing a role for over, like, for 30 years. And, I think one of the ways that I described it was, I think my acting is stagnated. Because I'm playing two roles at the same time. I'm trying to be Boy Carson at the same time as trying to act as a different character. And I think that is what's limiting my ability to really connect with characters, is the fact that I'm trying to play two at the same time. But if I'm living authentically, then that changes things. And I should be able to portray masculine characters because I'm literally just playing a character. I just have the range. And then at some point my body's going to change and I won't be able to play those anymore. Which sucks. I'll never be Dante from Devil May Cry in the live-action adaptation of Devil May Cry. But that's the price that you pay for, you know, actually starting to live. Voice acting will be easier, though. Lots of devs are hiring more and more trans voice actors. Wook Lamont from Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Oh yeah, Testament! Kieran Guilty Gear. Their VA is trans.
Duel 1.
They have other symbolism, too. Oh yeah, well, I realized that as I was writing it, and I just kept it in because it was funny. I think my favorite quote from last night is, I'm the one who commits most to the bit, because I've been committing to the bit of being a guy for the last, like, 30 years. Do you know if you want to be Andro Femme? Oh, I'm going in Bandicoot. I bought myself one of those, off-the-shoulder shirts. I bought the Futaba Sakura cosplay. My hair is already pretty long. I'm probably gonna get a haircut with bangs. Probably like a wolf cut. Something where while I need to present masculine, I can. But the end goal is to present them. And, you know, in order to do that, you know, I gotta work on my voice, and I gotta figure out exactly how I want it to sound as my normal speaking voice. Something that's like easy, maybe, you know, it has the weight that I have in it, but maybe I'll put it back and be a bit more, you know, softer, less weight. You know, it all depends on what I explore. One of the perks of voice acting is being good at voices. Sounds nice. Yeah, right? I don't know how much I'm going to do femme voice when not VTubing. That's another thing. That's part of where type tubing came from. Because there were just some days I couldn't stand seeing myself on the camera. So I would swap up to Typhlosion. You should try learning to sing Teenage Dirtbag like Wheatus does. Oh, I mean, it's like... I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. No! All right, let's see if we get the okay ending by losing one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Thought that might be the case when you said about it earlier. Yeah, clapping pretty. Oh, just you wait. Here, I got another one that I've been working on. Here, I'll redeem a Carson Sings a Thing. Here. Where are you? This is one that I've been working on. Baby, can't you see? I'm calling. A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous. I'm falling. There's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit. Maybe give me it. You're dangerous. I'm loving it. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Do you feel me now? With a taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? There you go. So I've been getting good at that. I've been getting okay. There we go. But yeah, we gotta kick Ramlethal's ass now. We're running out of time on the stream. I also have to work today. Oh right, I have to turn the game volume up too. It was great, thank you. Oh, I am hurting against Ram. Yeah. And I did drink actual water, Fuzzy Man, thank you. Aw. But yeah, so, plans moving forward. I got some gender-affirming clothing coming on. Probably gonna rock the Makise Kurisu / Futaba Sakura look. I am... One of the signs that I didn't write down in my journal is that I've always been jealous that that girls have that over-the-shoulder sweater look, because it looks so comfy. So fuck it! I'm gonna wear it! Now I'm allowing myself to. Oh shit, what was it? Hold on. Oh, it was like that. Okay. So if I said I was drawing you something, it was a mermaid idea, but now I'm locking in. Oh, thank you so much, Alan. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, actually, speaking of that, one thing that I used to explore my newfound gender identity, as I was coming to terms with it, was Bun Carson. So I did the Easter thing where I smoked the Benui weed, and I became Benui. And then it was me being like, Bun Carson, well, that's already been redeemed, pal. Before going like, oh, it's actually Bun Carson with a Y now, pal. And then just me hugging Blahaj. You can see it actually in the art channel, the creative stuff channel in the Discord, if you pop it out. Are you medically transitioning? That's the plan. It's hard to find the resources on Vancouver Island where I live. I'm in a major city and it's hard, which says a lot. So I contacted Transcare BC. We're going to... I have to wait until they contact me back. So if I don't get an email by Monday, I'm going to be giving them a phone call. Essentially what I have to do is talk to a psychologist about getting a hormone readiness assessment, so I can send that to an endocrinologist and then basically get monitored while I start estrogen and a hormone blocker, which we will discuss. Yeah, that's essentially the process. The downside is there is no endocrinologist taking referrals where I live, so I would have to do it out of Vancouver, which, you know, it's a $30 it's a $30 boat ride each way if I take the cheap tickets. If I don't, then it's more than $30. But you know, that's the price you pay. I have in my research found that the endocrinologist, at least one of them in Vancouver, might take phone calls, which helps a lot. And then I can just do the blood work at like a lab close to where I live. So that's the plan. How it goes remains to be seen. There we go. We finally beat Ram. But yeah, I'm working on it. But it's gonna happen. And I'm excited to be on this journey with you all. There's also... There's an idea that I've been toying around with. Just because this marks a major transition, literally, in my life. And, we're reaching the 5th anniversary of Space Shark.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
So I'm thinking of doing a rebrand. I'm thinking maybe Space Shark ends for the 5th anniversary.
Show me yours.
And we swap out to Bun Carson as the channel.
Pay up if I win, okay?
Bridget versus Chaos. Duel 1.
I've been toying with that idea. We'll see how it goes. but I'm liking the idea more and more as I talk about it. And not only that, I think leading up to Shark Week, having Shark Week be a celebration of all that we've accomplished in these 5 years of doing the stream, and being a good send-off, just being a proper send-off to, you know, Guy Carson, and a celebration of moving towards Fem Carson. We just need to get that redeemed. I was hoping that we'd get it. I wanted to come out as trans on Maid Day and then get the maid outfit. But then, for people living on the East Coast, it came out on Mother's Day, and that's a whole different thing. Which reminds me, I gotta call my mom after the stream. She doesn't know. Actually, what's funny, so I was trying to figure out how to start medically transitioning. And I was like, oh, you know what? Before I left Alberta, my doctor said that if there was anything I ever needed, just to call his office and he would get back to me. And he was so happy to hear from me. He wanted to make sure I was doing okay, and I just came out to him. I came out to my fucking doctor before my parents. I was like, yeah, I know that you're not gonna tell my parents about this, but just to let you know, I'm thinking of transitioning. And he gave me some resources, but fucking Danielle Smith said that, Danielle Smith, the Premier of Alberta, changed the rules so that he can't be my family doctor if I don't live in Alberta. So because of that, he can't help me at all with this, aside from, like, making sure that I am feeling okay and being a friend as opposed to a medical practitioner. So that made things a bit harder.
So instead of
I thought I had an out while I was coming out. I'm so happy for you, Carson. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Chewy said that, oh, give me 1 second, I'm gonna snooze this ad. I wish on this particular stream we didn't have to have ads. It would have been nice. I used the wrong super. Whoops. Oh, that's right. Venom's a new character, too, so I haven't actually fought against him until now. Well, since Xrd. Fun fact. Okay, so I forgot to mention why Guilty Gear means so much to me. And Guilty Gear means so much to me because it is got, like, inclusivity in its DNA. Guilty Gear, Venom's a gay man, Bridget's trans, Testament's non-binary, and everyone is so incredibly supportive of everyone. Daisuke Ishiwatari, specifically while Bridget was getting hate, made a developer's note saying, like, no, Bridget's trans. Like, that's how it is. So I encourage everyone to support Guilty Gear. Because it's, you know, it's such a big thing. And I think Bridget's arcade mode that I'm trying to replicate the one that we got on stream the first time I played her, resonated with me so much that I felt like I had to contact... I think I sent a message to Sean Chiplock, the guy who voices Kai, about how well he delivered his allyship as Kai. And that should have been on the list of signs, actually. I'm gonna add that right now. The fact that fucking Bridget's storyline hit so hard for me. Always understood with Hero. Met you during the playing Arena in the DAG game. It was the first time realizing that male-presenting people could play female characters. Another thing looking back, yes? Oh yeah, well also male-presenting people absolutely can play female characters. And I think that there's something to be said for, like, operating beyond gender binaries and exploring character, period. you know, as an actor, I love that shit. Just so happened that everyone who thought that I was a girl was right. It just took 5 years.
Wins.
By the way, do Gideon Scruff now? I assume that Gideon's probably seen the video, so probably. Scruff, I don't know. I might just talk to him about it. We'll see. So weird that your old doctor will still talk to you but not help you. He could lose his medical license. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, he really wanted to give me a hand, and he... Like, you could hear it in his voice that it killed him that he had to say that.
Mankind knew that they cannot. Duel 1. Let's rock.
But yeah. So I guess at this point I've basically gone through everything that I had on the list. I don't know if there's anything much else to say. Aside from the fact that, like, everyone that I know has been incredibly supportive throughout this. I count myself so lucky that I'm in a situation where I can start living authentically without having to hide anything on my online presence. The place that I work at for my day job, incredibly supportive. We have a trans person on staff. They even know my stream, so they might find out through this. We'll see. If I get questions about it, I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, you know, that's just how it be. Don't, like, go tell anyone about it right now, but, you know, it's fine to know.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alberta sucks so bad. Yeah, you're right, though. There's a reason that I escaped. I, in all honesty, don't think that I could have done this if I still lived in Alberta. I don't think I would have met as many people as I have that could have got me through this if I still lived in Alberta. We have to have the ad. I wasn't able to skip this one. I have skipped the max number of ads. Ah, damn it. Fucking Leo Whitefang, lay off. Where do you live now? Yeah, no worries. I live in Victoria, BC. Very, very progressive city. I am incredibly safe here.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Like, I have absolutely no problems. Embrace your inner rat, stay away from Alberta. Well, that's the thing, right? I have to go to Alberta to visit my friends and family, right? It's one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna live unapologetically, because I know at the end of the day, why stop living for anyone? There's a Gurren Lagann quote that I'll give you guys. There we go. There's a quote from Gurren Lagann that's gotten me through this. It's, don't be distracted by the what-ifs, should-haves, and if-onlys. The one thing you choose for yourself. That's the truth of your universe. And that's the thing I chose for myself. Other than yeah, I live in a sketchy part of town. I have to walk through people smoking fent just to get to my apartment. But at least my rent is obscenely expensive.
So instead of
I'm paying like $1,700 a month until we find another roommate.
heaven or hell.
The opposite side of the country is me. Waves very distantly.
I'm not who you remember me to be.
I'm. Let's see. That's south, which means that's east. So I'm waving east.
I'm not the Bridget I used to be either. I made myself a top-class bounty hunter. and made loads of money in the process.
Okay, this is the ending.
Don't look as confident as you sound.
Here I come. Show me how you've changed.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Good job directioning. I was gonna try waving northeast just in case, but I figured general eastward was probably good enough. You're in Niagara Falls. I think I knew that because I sent you the signed copy of Pokemon. Which, hey, you have the rare pre-transition Carson autograph. My signature is literally gonna be the same, but swapping the O for a Y. See, is my passport okay? Oh no, I haven't renewed it in forever. And on top of that, my ID still has my old girl in my name. When I go to renew everything, I'm gonna start swapping things out. If I have to get like my passport for travel, I'm gonna just go by the old name until like everything is ready to be changed.
Jump like that shouldn't take me so long.
Wins.
I'm gonna pause really quick because I feel like everyone on chat should watch the ending of this to show how it really hit me. I don't want to beat Kai and then have people come in partway through. Could have been Car Daughter? I could have been. We had Sabrina, Aaron, RDF, and I had to talk after the stream last night, and that name did get brought up. Now a verse from our collective tale. In Space Shark's stream, chats a gleam. Typhlosion talk claps that beam. Body image battles, fashion's theme. Support flows like a stream. Trans hearts, mermaid ideas and transitions shared. Canada dreams and healthcare snared. Passport worries, rents despair, but through it all, love and care. Aww. You woke up during it? No, I saw you disconnect. During the after stream chat? Yeah, I thought that you were asleep, and I'm like, fuck it. If Marcus wakes up, this is basically just gonna be filling him in. Carson, if Irina had a mermaid tail, what color would it be? No reason at all. I mean, okay, so it would probably have to be cerulean blue, but like an ombre into the crimson from her her magical girl form. It's funny too. My hallmark for the longest time when I was in acting school was my shoelaces. I had black shoes with 1 foot blue laces, 1 foot red laces. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's my Kamen Rider build hazard form kicks. They weren't. They were something else. Come on, Roger. Alright, chat. You're gonna want to pay attention to this.
Stop right there. That's enough.
I don't know what to do. I'm not strong like you, Mr. Pai. I'm too scared of losing what I have.
Running away, huh? Ain't you a little young for a midlife crisis?
Of course I'm running. I'm happy the way I am.
Discretion can be the better part of valor. But think about it. For the sake of your future self.
For my future self. But what if I make the wrong decision?
You got your whole life ahead of you, kid. Gotta learn to take a hit sometime.
And there are helping hands right in front of you.
I don't want to run scared anymore. If I keep on faking it like this, I know I'll regret it. So from now on, no matter what, no more lying to myself. Thank you. Both of you.
Don't mention it. Happy trails, cowgirl, or, cowboy.
Cowgirl is fine, because I'm a girl.
The dam's broken, guys. That's literally me. That's what I wanted to share with you on this stream. That was a perfect summary of what I've been going through for this last week, and I figured that it would be important to let you guys in on this. This is not Gurren Lagann. This is Guilty Gear. This is why Guilty Gear means a lot to me now. I think it's meant a lot to me for a long time, but over time, it changes. Just like you. Just like me. Don't particularly think it's good to speculate about other people's gender idea, because it's their journey to figure it out. That said, if you're trans, then there is another person I will not name that I'll be very certain of. Ooh, Matrix reference. Referring to shoelaces? No, Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider reference. That being said, absolutely fucking wild that both the Wachowskis transition. Like, you know, yeah, The Matrix was a great trans allegory, but also, like, the odds. Bridget, why are you dancing? I dance when I'm anxious, but you're always dancing. Yeah. Red pill, blue pill thing. No, that makes sense. I can see it. That's the part of Guilty Gear I wanted to share with you, because that reflected my journey so beautifully. I'm glad that I'm using the Type Tuber model, because I teared up during that scene. I think that hit me a lot harder than it did the first time. We love you, Carson. To a brighter future. You're doing great. Thank you. One of the things I'm most excited about is, by living authentically, I get to feel, finally. The best way to describe it is, I want to say since, well, for a long, long time, my life has been a diorama. You know, you set it up the way that it's supposed to look, and it stays like that. If anything changes, you put it back. If you drop it, you fix it, it stays the same. And something rearranged the diorama in a way that I didn't recognize was beautiful until I had the proper context to. It means so much to me that all of you are here to share this with me. In Evangelion, there's this thing where everyone has this thing called an absolute terror field that protects essentially your psyche from everyone else's. I feel like I had like 1,000 of those up in every direction, and they're finally breaking down. And I'm able to have actual relationships with people now. Not just anything like superficial, but like share me with people. Just being able to live like this. It's magic, you know? Heard Eva and I locked in. Yeah, we're talking about how my fucking absolute terror fields got fucking destroyed by coming out as trans. I'm not turning to LCL though. I'm still keeping up enough where I get to still be me, but I get to be actual me and not playing a fucking role every single day of my life. 80% of your other TMG fans I know are trans. Also, just kind of think you like them. Yeah, I'm down to listen to stuff. Again, drop stuff in the music channel. I listen to stuff in there. I'm glad that you're able to live authentically, Carson. Thank you so much. And also, nice to see you, Brisk FGC. Thank you for popping by. Post your favorite Bridget meme in stream context. Let's check it out. Let's check out that smoked brisket. Where are all the hot fighting game girls from the same country? Brisk FGC, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoy your time here. While we don't play Guilty Gear a lot, it's a game that I love with all my heart, and I want to get better at. My main is Asuka because I want to play Magic the Gathering instead of Guilty Gear. Oh man. But I used some of the money that I earned on the last stream to get the latest DLC pass, and I still got about half an hour left in the stream. So let's try Dizzy and Venom. What do we got for Dizzy? Nah, I like the OG color. Asuka got so much drip, for real. I also just love the gravity. Like, the fucking... As the universe turned black, did the sun ever defy fate? Beyond it all, do you recognize me? All things as they are. Words know the morning light. Knowledge nurtures and divides. And love embraces the darkness of the night. Does meaning have meaning? There we go. I just verified you, Brisk. There we go. Alright. And we're fighting fucking Gold Lewis again as the first guy. I love you, Gold Lewis Dickinson. You are the best ally. But also, if you hit me with Down with the System, I'm going to be an Angie boy. No, I'm gonna be an Angie girl. I gotta start saying that to affirm my own gender. That being said, Angie boy does roll off the tongue very well. What are Dizzy's supers? Okay, they're just like Bridget's. I will not. I will not fall off my horse. Shut up, Gyro. There we go. Dude is gender neutral. You beat me to it. Thanks. Thanks, Aaron. Nice to see that you're still here, too. I know you got really Actually, okay. Fun lore from the call last night. Guess who fucking bought me Blahaj? Guess who fucking knew it for the longest time? Answer in the chat. I want to see if chat knows who fucking clocked it. That helped? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Was that Circle? Yeah, it was Circle for Gamma Ray. There we go. Necro and Undyne. Fun fact, Kira Buckland, the voice of Jolene from JoJo Part 6.
Mr. Dickinson.
Voices Dizzy. And Dizzy and Jolene were two of the roles that she wanted to play the most. I'm so proud of her.
I wanted to be alone for a bit. I needed space to think.
In light of your position, Your Majesty, I sure can't blame you.
Yes, I can't have my son procrastinating on his homework. As a parent, should I scold him or reason with him? It's so difficult to decide.
Yeah. That's a real puzzler.
Pep's guess is Crystal? That would be incorrect. Sorry for the garbled mess. Calzone lay on my keyboard. I was trying to say you beat me to mod duties. Did I?
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Bandicoot says Marcus? Nah, it was Sabrina. Sabrina clocked it while I was still working at Toys R Us.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Sit back. Watch your step.
Yeah. Now that I know it for myself, I am curious as to, like, how many people had the thought, you know? Mostly out of curiosity. There were moments I didn't wonder. Yeah, like, I feel like the whole arena thing was kind of like, you know, a flag, but then when I said that I had gone through it and kind of tried to figure it out.
It is time. You wish to continue?
That shut down those thoughts. There we go. Never clocked it, but like, yeah. No, like, in hindsight, right? In hindsight, kind of obvious. In hindsight, maybe if I had not lived where I lived and had access to queer spaces, this could have happened. I mean, at the earliest, at like 18. Possibly. I don't think I would have done it in like middle school or anything, because that's just not how the times were. But I could have absolutely had the chance to accept myself at least a decade, maybe like 13 years earlier. But we don't think about that. We don't think about the fucking what ifs, should haves, and buts. We're here now.
Finally go home.
It was different things, but I thought you might be closer to non-binary. I didn't want to assume, but there
It's all
are
thanks to you
different
two.
moments and examples. Oh yeah.
I just keep walking.
I heard your arena voice and went trans voice? No, introduce it. Yeah, well, I feel like the arena voice was kind of a heavier weight version of the voice that I'm going for. Cause like, yeah, the arena was like up here and like had the inflections, whereas my the voice that I'm going for is a bit further back and has a bit less weight. But again, this might change. It's entirely possible that I don't go with this one. I think while I explore it, there's just stuff that I need to consider.
Already read the synopsis.
Don't be afraid of what you can't see.
I trusted your judgment. Oh, absolutely. And the fact that you respected that shows your character, Peps. Not only that, but there's that whole Egg Prime Directive thing, right? I'm trying to play Dizzy as a Rushdown character, and that's just not how she works. I have to really... Because Dizzy definitely operates really well at range. I'm just trying to figure out at what range. Nope. I should have been closer for that one. Dizzy has yummy set play. As a Bridget player, you live for the set play? Oh, absolutely.
Are you injured?
As an Asuka player, I live for if you move, you've made a mistake. But I haven't played Asuka in forever. I took a bit of a break from Guilty Gear for a while. This is the first time I'm playing since ABBA came out. So I gotta lab Asuka again. Poke! Nope. There we go. You only started playing right after Elfelt came out? Elfelt's so fun to play as. They really did make her distinct from her Xrd version in this game too.
I just keep walking.
Either way, it'll be another job well done. Got the another job well done shirt at Gen Con last year. Who knew I'd actually become active in the shark community after that? Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like the Space Shark community is the natural like step. It's the more adult version of the Fool's Gold community. Dizzy is female. She is the Queen of Illyria.
Mankind knew that
And the wife of Kai Kiske, or Kai Kisk, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Testament here is amazing. Testament gives negative fucks.
A different beauty from before. How very like you.
Well, I do have my own duties to fulfill.
Queen Dizzy versus Testament. Duel 1.
Testament is so cool. They have that NB swag that just fucking does it. Plus, it's sort of a... I was gonna say it's a testament, Naruto Janaito. Sorry, I can play that that voice clip. Oh wait, you can't hear it. Here. There we go. Design-wise, Ino is one of your faves? Absolutely. My D&D character, Irina, I drew her in Ino's grip when they revealed her for Strive. I don't think I have that on this computer. It was on my laptop that unfortunately is dead now. No, that's a bit too far. I think I have to use... There we go. Smack! Much more active in your server community these days. No diss to the Fool's Gold server, still great. Pop in there, but you don't really talk to a bunch of people I used to because we need more people who match my energy. Absolutely!
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, no, I don't wanna clip that. But yeah, honestly, like I love the Fool's Gold community, but it is a very different energy. I think here we don't go as hard. It's a lot more personal because it is a smaller community. And I also think that like because I think the Space Shark community, I label it as 18 plus, but we do have like some people who are younger, but they're able to understand the energy, you know? And they know to disengage when it becomes uncomfortable. Oh, have you seen the Vampire Hottie? Oh yeah, Venom. Yeah. No, he's a canonically gay character too, from a time where that was not something that was in video games. I'm gonna lose to Testament. Unless something very special happens. No. Being said, you're not active in Discord servers in general? Well, and that's fine here. Honestly, I operate under the idea that
Mankind knew
If you
that they
leave,
cannot change society.
and you come back,
So instead of reflecting
we're
on
gonna welcome you as though
themselves,
you never
they
left.
blamed the
If you don't
beasts
talk a lot,
of heaven.
we're gonna be happy when you do. But, like, there's no pressure to. No pressure to interact, but we're happy when you do. Catch you later, Bandicoot. Hope you enjoy dinner. God, every time I see my name spelled that way, I get the butterflies in my stomach. I'm glad that I did this. I was gonna bail, honestly. When the final fibbage came, I had an alternate truth and a lie just in case I had to press the emergency eject button. Oh yeah, I guess, Brisk. If you want to see it, this is what happened yesterday. To even, like, facilitate us doing the Guilty Gear stream today. Which I guess if this didn't happen, you wouldn't be here, so... I think it's this window, yeah. Oh, you can't hear again? Okay. Redo.
Can't believe Air's not going to share those smacks.
Sorry.
Get your predictions in.
Find out at 1,001 follow.
There it is.
Good job.
So, we're gonna be doing a Guilty Gear stream tomorrow where I'll talk more about it.
That's congratulations on all notes and 100% serious.
I figured this would be the best way to do it. Because now everyone is distracted.
You know what? Yeah. In fact, I didn't even read. I was slapped by Gangle.
You know. Fucking.
But yeah. So that's what happened last night to facilitate the Guilty Gear stream today. Oh man. I love that I did that. Honestly, iconic. Oh, I gotta turn the other audio on. There we go. Oh. There we go. That's crazy creative. Oh, thank you so much! Honestly, the way that I came up with it was, I had made the choice to come out to stream, but I felt like just dropping it would... I didn't want to just say it outright, because I felt like that wouldn't be authentic to who I am.
Sorry. Can you stand?
I had planned to do a Jackbox stream with the Patreon and Coffee supporters. So I'm like, okay, Fibbage 3 has a one truth and one lie thing. Wouldn't it be hilarious if one of the options was, I'm a cis guy, and the other option was, I'm coming out as trans on fucking Jackbox? And I was right. That was the best way to do it.
Engaging.
Kind of embarrassed to have left right before Fibbage, just Final 3 because we were super tired. Wish you could have seen this in the moment. Again, you know, that's just how it is. You know, you couldn't be there for it, but you're here now. Some people aren't. Some people who were here for that aren't here now. Come on. Okay, so backwards is Undyne, and forwards is Necro, right? Yeah. Yeah, Aaron's here for both. Aaron gets the entire lore. I'm having a bad time with Testament. Or maybe they're just such a baddie that I don't want to leave.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Loki, probably the best one you've ever heard of. Aw, you fuck with it? Thank you.
Heaven or hell.
It's
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I fully commit to the bit. When I quit my job at Toys R Us to move out to the coast to pursue acting, my resignation was a framed letter on personalized stationery. give me 1 sec. Oh, there is some absolute fucking crazy lore. It sounds like you were here for some of it. Like, I don't know if you... When I had short hair, I was an absolute asshole. And I realize now that it was just myself projecting toxic masculinity to try to hide my questioning about my gender. But short hair Carson fucking sucked, and the fact that, like, I still have friends that are there that went through that is amazing. I chilled out once I grew my hair long. There we go. Smack. Oh, we got an ad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you stand?
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Oh, actually, I got some fun lore for you for the start of this stream, Brisk, once the ad's over. God. Alright, if Testament gets a perfect here... Okay, never mind. Testament's not gonna get a perfect. I was gonna say, like, if Testament gets a perfect, we're swapping to Venom.
It is time. You wish to continue?
No? There we go, okay. You don't got ads yet? Hell yeah. But yeah. So, the Space Shark stream started because people on Twitter wanted me to play through Heaven's Feel from Fate Stay Night.
Towards the future you desire.
So I was like, okay, let's fucking go. And I'm playing through it, and it's really, really good. But this was before Fate Stay Night was out, officially. I had to play the you have to go through a bunch of hoops version. We got to a point where the gang's running away from Hercules. And they go into a little house to wait. And Saber's not doing so great. She needs to recharge. Or is it Saber? No, I think it's anyways, somebody needs to recharge.
My blade is your blade. Your blade
And
is
when you
my
don't
blade.
have the porn turned off, that's done with sexy times.
This is the power I've
And
discovered.
I panicked. Because I was essentially going through porn on Twitch. So I, instead of closing the game, just kept pressing the forward button as fast as I could to get through the porn. And then I realized that you could turn the porn off. You've heard this one before? Oh yeah. No, the that was the first thing that we streamed was Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Okay, you know what? What if we just slap back in?
It's my turn.
Or do this. Wait, was that this stream? No. Yeah, this was in 2020.
Power alone can't achieve a thing.
No, this was like way before I even had like double-digit followers. I think I had like 8. Two years before you followed, yeah.
It is time. Do you wish to continue?
Okay, well, we're doing much better against Bycad, even though I'm still trying to play Dizzy as a rushdown. Okay, hold on. Requires 100% tension gauge, that's why. My logo is blocking the tension gauge. It's such a common thing for trans people in particular to despise their pre-transition self, short hair Carson. I've spoken before, but the main thing that I can never fully get behind.
Hand in hand.
Even your past self wasn't always miserable. Be kind to that child for the sake of yourself. Live to be the person that kid couldn't be. That's how I see it, at least. I'm living to be the person that kid denied themselves being. I despise short hair Carson for what short hair Carson did to people, not because they were me, but with short hair. And again, like,
Mankind knew that they cannot
I think I had to understand some stuff about myself before I could actually start liking myself. And this is just an extra thing that I like about myself. I like girls. I'm gonna be a baddie. I've got some outfits that you're gonna see me in. Just so happens that one of them is fucking Makise Kurisu from Steins Gate, and the other one's Futaba Sakura from Persona 5. While I try to figure things out. I also... Okay, we're near the end of the stream. I've been thinking about... Because I want to try wearing a dress, just to get a feel for it. I feel like I'm going to be more of a shorts and thigh-highs kind of person, but the purple dress that Tifa wears in Final Fantasy VII Remake. The one with the black roses. That's the one. That is the one I want. And I'm going to reward myself with that once the HRT starts to kick in. Futaba Fit is hard, right? Before I came out, I used to say, I'm jealous that girls get to wear the over-the-shoulder T-shirt. You know, the one that kind of goes down to like the middle of your arm. Because I was like, that looks so comfy. I want that for me, but I can't because that wouldn't match my body. I was right. Didn't match my body at the time, but now I can, and I have one coming today.
Losing your nerve.
It's so real, oh my god, right?
Duel 3.
It was interesting because when I look back on it, when I looked at women's fashion, I always imagined like how it would feel on the body. How comfortable it would be, how people would feel looking in it. I never once thought like, maybe it's weird that I'm thinking about women's fashion like this, you know? Maybe there's something up with that. There are so many styles of men's clothing that are just different versions of shirt and pants. Oh, absolutely. Fucking living, like growing up in Alberta, it was t-shirt and jeans. Optionally, you could wear a hoodie or a flannel. Matt Mercer, my fucking god. Women's fashion is so much cooler in my humble opinion. Absolutely. I will say, take a look at men's fashion from around the world, though.
It's all thanks to you two.
Because,
I just keep walking.
you're not limited by the Western sensibility of fashion. Japanese streetwear for men hits fucking hard. You just have... I think a lot of it has to do in your confidence to pull it off. And I think that's where a lot of people get hung up. Because when the outfit is wearing you, you can see it. That's why I'm not wearing the Tifa dress. Until I'm confident enough to. But like the fucking Futaba fit? Nah, I could rock that no problem. It's all about how you feel wearing it, in my opinion. You like wearing turtlenecks with leather jackets and dress pants? It's like core androgyny fit. That's pretty good. I also think like the bob cut with the blazer, like the fucking Haruhi from Boron High School Host Club, is a good option. Rika from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's a good option. The dress shirt with suspenders and the gloves and glasses. Confidence is required, then you're cooked.
There's no time.
I'm just saying, maybe consider why that is. Because, like, if you feel good looking good in something, then you have to project that outwards in order to be able to rock it. It might not necessarily be something as drastic as what I went through. But it also might just be like, you know, why do you think this way? And just thinking about feeling. I find that we don't touch base with ourselves as often as we should. And sometimes that's actually bad. Sometimes you go into a hole. But also, my girlfriend keeps trying to put me in short shorts and a crop shirt. That's a good look. If you feel like rocking that, I'm sure you'll be able to. One of the friends of the stream, Chewy, pulls a Lara Croft look perfectly. Haruhi Fujioka is goated icon? Absolutely. Oh, we're on stage 8 already. Okay, this is the last one of the stream. After this, I gotta get ready for work.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts, heaven, or hell.
So fire? Hell yeah.
Abba, stop it! Hey, hey! Oh, it's you.
Hi, Abba.
Hello, Abba.
Are we gonna talk before the fight, or are we gonna talk during the fight?
Shh! We're on the lam right now. Go somewhere else.
Huh? On the lam?
I fear living in Alberta is evil, though. I don't know if I dress like that in public in this province. No, I get you. Part of the reason that I think it took me so long to figure out my gender identity is growing up in Alberta. I was lucky. I lived in Edmonton. And Edmonton is incredibly progressive. But also, you know, people in jacked trucks would, yeah, people in jacked up trucks would yell things at me sometimes. That's where you live? Really? That's wild. Yeah, no, I used to live like a 15-minute walk away from West Edmonton Mall. That's actually, we have other people that join us on the stream too. I'm the only one who lives in I'm the only one of us who lives in Victoria. The rest of them live in Edmonton. Or Scruff, but he's living in Japan right now. That's a bit different. Small world, yeah. That's fire. Hell yeah. I hope you do get to escape Edmonton at some time, Briz. It's odd because a lot of your journey sounds similar to my own experience. You just couldn't fully come to the same conclusion because presenting them doesn't bring you more joy than mask. Absolutely fair. Honestly, that's exactly... Hello. That's exactly what it is. Is feeling comfortable with who you are. And I feel like I'm finally in a place where I can say, like, I prefer presenting femme. I can present mask. I'm an actor. But that's incredibly different. I feel like now my experience with gender identity is that I can act as a male because I have that experience, and that's my job. It won't cause me dysphoria to act as a male for a role because I know that I can go back to it, how I feel comfortable. Oh yeah, no, this is the scene from JoJo Part 5 where they're stomping on the guy. Gold Lewis is a Bakio in this situation. Necro and Undine were beating up Anna, and then Gold Lewis stepped in. There are definitely mask styles that you dislike. A lot of the basic ones. As for femme, I feel confidence in this because I've cosplayed female characters and have spent time figuring stuff out. I like androgyny, being Santa Claus, and some femme presentations. Yeah!
Well, it looks
like a
like
5-minute drive from Kingsway, far north. Okay.
Mr. Dickinson, you shouldn't corner
Sometimes I wish I
her
lived
when
in a
she's
city, but then it
clearly
feels...
scared.
Then as well, it feels like the city is so constrained.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
I think gender apathetic is the right term for me, but I also think locking myself into anything is limiting.
But
I
he started
thought gender apathetic was actually a really good term for what I was feeling. But that was literally just me being disconnected from my body because of dysphoria.
Let's talk through what's on our minds.
So while gender
Violence is
apathetic
no way
might
to
work for you,
communicate, after all.
I hope that you can find something that, you know, sticks. Because, like,
Use our words, huh?
it is limiting, but at the same time, having an understanding of something and then finding your own way to perceive it is freeing, in my opinion. But your mileage may vary. That's just the opinion of someone. This is new. This is a new ending theme.
The girl who lost her way. There is a rainy forest.
This is this is Naoki doing Billy Joel. Hold on. There we go. I bumped it up for you.
The stray dog was walking farther ahead than the girl.
Yeah, this is literally Piano Man.
The stomach was rumbling, so the dog couldn't stand still. Oh, la 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 la, they were worlds apart, but fate must have brought them together. Huddle up and take shelter from the rain. Huddle up and take shelter from the rain. And that's
There is literally no bad song on the Guilty Gear soundtrack.
that dog knew this cliff ahead, so she told the girl that. The girl said, why don't you stop? The dog didn't like that word. Oh, la 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 la, they were worlds apart.
When this song is done, we're gonna be doing something specific to end the stream, and I just want this to end this way. This is something that I've been planning since the stream started. I didn't know how I wanted to do it, but I think I do now.
That dog was starving, she could eat the girl, the dog. didn't want that. Cause the dog knew it, her time was drawing near. She could live on anything she eat anyway. Still she couldn't just stop walking even if it has
All right, y'all ready to share this with me?
could not stop. The girl by the dog just looking for warmth even if it does fall off a cliff. Oh la 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 la, they were worlds apart. Oh la 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 la, they were so close.
3, 2, 1. Thanks for being there for this, everyone. I do have to change that demo reel, though. Oh, right, I have this.
The rain never stopped, but when they looked up at the sky,
Let's go, hell yeah!
found
Yeah, Carson, yeah!
in the clouds.
Music oddly fitting for the intense blue sky change, it is. Thanks, Daisuke. Oddly enough, the general director of Guilty Gear Strive has been part of my trans journey.
Game over.
This stream is brought to you by my supporters, Eco Tamago, Marcus the DM, Swagger Shark Sam, Artie Forager, Batsmon, Alan Wrench, and viewers like all of you. Thank you so much. I was scared for this stream at the beginning of last week, because I knew something like this was gonna have to happen. The dam broke, and this was cozy. This was what I needed. Make sure to check out the album you posted and stream song suggestions. Yeah, I'm working until 1 a.m. tonight, so I'll definitely listen to it while I'm waiting for us to close. Who am I going to send you to, is my question. It was nice? Yeah! And again, Brisk, nice to see you in the stream. I hope you enjoy. We're gonna probably be playing Professor Layton and Ace Attorney a lot, so... oh, actually, I think we have to play Ace Attorney on Thursday, because we skipped it. We played Professor Layton, so... raid Dag? Make him happy? Okay, I'll raid Dag. If y'all don't know Dead Aussie Gamer, he is doing a Pathfinder campaign, Curse of the Crimson Throne. He is an Australian D&D streamer, super close to us in the Fool's Gold campaign. Absolute delightful human being. And also, he has DM'd for me many times, and I've played with him many times. So give Dag a big old shark attack. I should probably load you guys up with the shark attack. If you... There we go. If you have the emotes, use these. Let's do a... Let's send him one of these. One of these each. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye!